Nothing changed. It's just wrong. People shouldn't get away with that, and we have to be more responsible to what we say and do. What happened to me could happen to anyone. This is serious. I survived it, but lots of people get cyberbullied and they don't make it. That place is just a portal to hell, in my opinion. Once you step in there, bad things happen. I come to realize that I am just maybe another victim of that place, just in a different world.
Hello, everyone. I haven't done a video in quite some time. Can y'all see me? Okay. Can y'all hear me? Anyway. Just working on another piece here. See that? I just got done cutting it out. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. Anyway. I was watching this Netflix show. It's probably old. I don't know how old, but it's old, I think. Elisa Lam. And I like watching these psychological thrillers. This one's real. It is trippy. Her behavior was really erratic, and I don't know how she would, like, I guess you'd have to have a lot of money to go traveling like that. And like she put her whole life on social media in certain platforms. And what happened to her at this Cecil Hotel in California, Los Angeles, California. A lot of people got so immersed, so intrigued, and put all their own stories, their own ideas, their own version of what happened to her. And this guy, a musician, had gone there and did like his own music video on her about her incident, and he winds up getting bombarded by all these people all over the world thinking that it was him who murdered her or killed her or whatever, and that wasn't even the case. I, People want to believe anything that they think. The more you say things to yourself, the more you start believing it. The more you think about certain things, the more you start believing it. Like, I don't know what's really going on with a lot of people, how they blame all kinds of things on their partners screwing around, and yet they don't even know what really happened. It, if it really happened or not. They continue to think that way, and they start believing it to be true when it's really not. But still, I think if they were honest enough to tell their partners that they did, then it would be different. A lot of my friends were telling me my wife kept accusing me of screwing around. They said she was the one doing it. I don't know. It's different for every individual, and I'm always here alone. There's nobody here with me. Nobody ever comes around. I'm really calm. I feel real good inside. I'm no longer depressed or like sad and lonely. I feel okay. I I visit my family and my friends when I can, and I help people. They help me. Helping people is helping me. Um, so every day it's different, but today, right now, I feel real calm. I was just talking to this new person on Messenger, and it seemed like I can sense like hostility, anger, frustration, sadness, madness, and things like that from certain people that I can tell by how they feel or what they're going through just by the way they text, their behavior, and things like that. Like that girl, the Elisa Lam, she's writing about herself of parts of it where she's a loving person, a caring person, seems to be an interesting person, but yet she's they're profiling her as evaluating her as a bipolar, and yeah, she does talk about being sad and suicidal, not liking herself. It seems like she she was always alone too at a very young age. So it takes years and years of learning to truly understand what it's going to be like when you wind up all alone. Even with all these people around, and you're still all by yourself, surrounded by thousands of people and still feeling lonely. That's gotta be a really awful feeling. 6 miles high and still feeling down. That's, I was like that a few months ago, and I almost ended my life. But something happened in these past few months, and it really changed me. I don't know. I just feel real calm right now. There's nothing happening right now, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to certain things this week, and I'm excited for it. There's a certain Kachina coming on Wednesday, and um, he only comes out for several minutes, probably not even an hour, like probably only half hour, 40 minutes, give or take, early in the morning, and that's the only time you see him every year. And I think I remember seeing him long ago. I don't know. I can't really. It's real vague. I vaguely remember it, but I want to see him again. So I'm gonna spend the night at the village house and wait for him to appear. I never watched what he does, but I'm sure it's gonna be something really neat. But anyway, yeah, this guy that wrote a song somewhat from this Lisa Lam incident, he's he's talking about um, that his life really changed because of all these people blaming him. And like for me, doing these videos, I don't know, blogs or whatever they call them, I I don't get any likes, hardly. I The only likes I got was from my little niece and some one of our latest video on our songs. uh I think the sound really changed, and I don't know. People must really like it. But if I was to get some kind of bad energy, like feedback, like this guy did, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to deal with it because it's never happened to me before. Um, it really affected him. I To know that the world thinks that he murdered that girl. I don't know where he is now. I guess I'll Google it and see if he's still writing music or what. But yeah, it this internet, like I've said in other videos, it's extremely powerful, and yeah, it is very wicked in its own way. it has its own entity of spiritual strength that can do something to someone. I mean, even just the way he looks in his music videos, it's pretty much um, horrifying for a lot of people, and a lot of death kind of music. I don't I don't really get into that kind of stuff. I listen to Pantera, and I don't think that's really death metal. I know like Sepultura and Slayer. I listen to them, but I don't really listen to it all the time like I do Iron Maiden and Dio and Black Label Society, Black Sabbath, Dream Theater. I do like a lot of classical rock too, but this death metal, it doesn't really hit the spot. And so anyway, more power to them. I don't I don't judge them in any way. I just don't listen to it. I Is that fair to say? Anyway, but yeah, this guy was has really,
just in a different way.
so listen to what he says.
We
He
closed our doors.
What happened to me could happen to anyone. This is serious. I survived it, but lots of people get cyberbullied and they don't make it. That place is just a portal to hell, in my opinion.
You see?
Once you step in there, bad things happen. I've come to realize that I'm just maybe another victim of that place, just in a different way.
You see how he said that that hotel is an evil place. Who knows what's really going on in there, or what is in there. A lot of people died in that place, and when that happens, their souls are roaming free in and out of among the living and the spiritual realm. They're not they're just set free to do whatever they want, and there's other evil spirits, I'm sure, that follow them around or are with them, or and yeah, can possess their spirit too. I mean, imagine what it's like when when you die and you go to this heaven, this really unimaginable place of peace and love and harmony. No more pain, no more worries, no more sadness or anger or frustration, no more sickness, no more bad weather and things like that, no bad food, whatever. You probably won't even need food or air or water. Who knows? I mean, imagine that. And then look on the other side of it. Imagine how evil hell could be. How powerful these evil spirits are. and how they can travel. Even people. So my mom and this other guy from the village, they went to this event where this time of the year, December, we're supposed to be real quiet. No loud music, no loud noises, no yelling, no slamming the doors or windows. You can't even crack nuts. No pounding, no bouncing the balls and things like that. Just no loud noises at all, because the crust of the earth is thin and fragile, and when you make these noises, you're you're pushing or dropping dirt and ashes down on to the people of the underworld. So that's why we're supposed to be respecting the dead. The 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 spiritual realm of that place needs to be at peace. That's why rest in peace. But a lot of people, they don't care. That's why this world is filled with all these evil things that are starting to come around now. So I was outside, say about a month ago, broad daylight. I was talking to one of my brothers, my friends that came to visit me, and we were outside, and my sister's dog um, came to us, and I feed him a lot, so he's more like my dog too. So anyway, he was barking at something that was standing against this metal trailer or whatever it's called. Um, it was barking like something was standing there that we couldn't see. And then just earlier today, my mom, that same dog was barking at my mom and my little baby niece, the one that's in my video, when they were outside hanging clothes. And he normally doesn't do that. Maybe there was something out there with them that he was barking at and not them. I don't know. It's weird. But the other guy that she was with, that was telling these Hopi stories, this is a time of the year when the elders would tell stories at night to keep you preoccupied and have you stay home. We're not supposed to be outside. If we were to leave to go somewhere, we're supposed to put ashes on our forehead. So my mom has ashes on her forehead, and she's asking me for some more, so I need to take some over there in the morning. But the guy that was with her telling his stories, the Hopi stories, he was telling people there that these dogs are starting to see things that we don't. And usually it's only at night, but now it's in broad daylight. Just like this cop that told me he doesn't like coming up here anymore because he saw something over here somewhere just a little ways from the house in broad daylight too, and it scared the shit out of him. So he doesn't. I think he quit the force. I mean, they're not really cops. They're just rangers. They can't even do anything. The only thing they can do is give out tickets for speeding. It, alcohol and drugs is illegal up here, but they can't even here on a reservation. They can't even do nothing about that. I don't know. Like I said in my other video, it just seems like they're involved too with all that crap. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I guess with my human behavior, with a whole life of darkness, with my mom beating me up as a child and really hurting me throughout my teenage and my young adult life, all the shit that I went through with her, it's always been dark. But I know a lot of it had to do with my own behavior too that made her angry. There are times, yeah, that we were happy and things like that, but there's more darkness than light. So within these 11 years and 10 months of being clean and sober, we got close now. We're much more closer than before. Sometimes I still disagree with her, but I don't get angry like I used to. Like I said, I feel real calm right now. So it's way different. I went outside earlier in my video and I saw these dogs just running by, chasing each other's and not barking. I don't know what they were doing. There's a lot of evil dogs here at our village. There's a lot of wild dogs that come up here on top. But there's also mountain lions, porcupines, squirrels, and skunks even that come up here. And there's a lot of elk starting to roam into our cornfields. And they say that's a sign of the end times, the end of the world. I mean, that this world isn't, this planet is always gonna be here. I mean, for another billion years, who knows? Even if a comet was to hit it, I don't think it would blow it all up. Um, I'm talking about mankind. They say it's the end of mankind when all these animals start coming back. I mean, look at all these coyotes trying to steal babies in Phoenix. They've been going into different areas, and even these eagles flying in, picking up babies, picking up chihuahuas and things like that. So be careful. Watch your kids outside. Don't take them out there at night. Don't. I don't know, man. It's starting to change real bad and real fast. Where I don't think it's even safe enough for them to be around out there during daylight. You have to keep an eye on them. My one of my friends was looking for her little boy earlier today. He's one that's always riding up and down the road right here, and there's been strangers coming in that have been kidnapping people, young girls mostly. There's even been gangsters doing drive-bys. So, like I said, I don't go anywhere. Now, where did I put it? Oh, it's over by the doorway. I don't go anywhere without my gun. I always have it with me now. There was a shooting in First Mesa where a cop got shot, but he injured that guy twice, so I don't know how far along he is. He was injured pretty badly. I think he was in critical condition, the perpetrator, and he wasn't even Hopi. He was from somewhere else. So there's all kinds of people that are starting to come here without us knowing about it. So watch yourselves. I'm warning you guys. Be real careful now with everything. It's getting worse by the day. Although I am pretty calm and happy inside, I would rather be this way all the time. But you never know what could happen at any given moment. So just be aware of your surroundings. Lift your head up from your phone and look around in the parking lot before you go anywhere else. Watch your mirrors. You never know who's going to come running up on you. There's all kinds of desperate people all over the place now, especially these homeless people. This guy's shooting people down in Phoenix, down in the valley. He just killed some people, a homeless person. So be careful. I care about everyone, so just watch out for yourselves, especially your children. Don't leave them unattended wherever. You keep a good eye on them. So, anyway, have a nice evening.